Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deborah Ide here, and today for the first time I'll be attempting a vegan cake and cupcake recipe. So as you can see from the video, there are a list of ingredients we'll be using in their accurate measurements. Now before we start, please guys, you guys need an accurate measuring cup and tablespoon and teaspoon. If not, this recipe won't work for you. You need it to be accurate and it has to be of standard. So guys, we're going to start by measuring 2 cups of flour into our sieve, and then we'll add 1 cup of cocoa powder into our sieve. So now I'm going to add 1 cup of cocoa powder into my sieve. So guys, if you can see clearly, you know that my cocoa powder was not leveled because honestly my cocoa powder finished and I cannot buy new one just because I want to try vegan recipe. So I used what I had and it actually came out well. So this is the sieved product of the flour and the cocoa powder together, and as you can see, it's so important to sieve your flour and cocoa powder. People miss this step. Please, it helps your cake rise and it aids your baking powder and baking soda. So now we're going to add 2 cups of sugar using the same measuring cup, and you can decide to reduce the amount of sugar you want to, but these 2 cups of sugar was actually alright for the cake. And now we're entering the tricky part. So oil based cake, I usually try to reduce the amount of oil that is given to me in the recipe because guys, like, I don't want my cake to come out oily, I beg. But I actually used this half cup of oil and it came out really nice. This is why you need to have accurate measuring cups. So we're going to use half cup of vegetable oil, normal vegetable oil you have at home, and add it to your sugar in a separate mixing bowl. Then the next step is that we're going to add 1 tablespoon of vinegar. To be specific, I use apple cider vinegar or any white vinegar. Honestly, she didn't specify. So now I'm going to add 2 cups of hot boiling water. So I'm going to add the first cup of water, then mix vigorously, then add the second cup of water and mix vigorously too. So as I'm mixing, I'm sure you can see some particles in my mixture. Please, it's nothing serious, it's just the cocoa powder that was left behind in the measuring cup that I used. So now we're going to continue mixing until we feel like our sugar has kind of melted inside the hot water. That's the whole point. So guys, at this point of the process, I was just like, damn, this thing doesn't make any sense, it doesn't look good, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I was actually really confused, but guys, keep pushing. It's actually turning out really well, and this is how our mixture is meant to look right now. So now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of coffee into our mixture. So the brand of coffee I used was Nescafe. The sachet ones are actually very cheap and affordable, so that's why I used it, but you can definitely use any type of coffee you have at home. So now that you have added the 2 teaspoons of coffee, please whisk that in, and now we're going to add a pinch of salt. So this process, guys, I don't even understand why we need to do this, but a sha was on the list and I was like, let me just try it. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking soda. I will recommend adding 1 teaspoon of baking soda and another teaspoon of baking powder, but you can still use the normal recipe. I do feel like it still came out really well, but next time I'll definitely be using 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now this is our mixture currently. I'm going to add the dry ingredients to it. That is the mixture of our cocoa powder and our flour, and I'm going to whisk that in. I do not advise you doing this step with a whisk because she encouraged it, but please use a spatula. It is better. From my own expertise, I feel like using a whisk is not a good way to incorporate dry ingredients. So please make sure you use a spatula, or maybe, I don't know, if you have an baton and you don't have a spatula, you can probably do that. Let's see how that goes too. So drop a comment below if you have used a spatula, or if you are using a whisk, or you want to try an baton at home. I really want to know how your experience with this recipe went, because mine was actually amazing. So now this is the final product of the mixture. As you can see, I swapped the whisk for a spatula and it just turned out amazing. Like, guys, I was shocked. The taste there, everything was just nice. It was amazing. Like, I was shocked. So this is the final product, and now we're going to use vegan butter to line up the pan. And this is a very crucial step, and you have to make sure that every single side of that pan has butter. The pan I'm using is 8-inch pan. You can use the local pan which I'm using or the foreign one, it will still come out very well. So now we're going to dust the pan with flour, and you can also just use brown parchment paper in case you don't have any of these extra ingredients or you're just feeling a bit lazy. It's still as effective. See, a part of my pan was not well prepped, so I'm going to go into it again and use butter and flour. So now guys, please, this is your time to subscribe, like, or hit the notification button if you haven't. Please show your girl support. And now we're going to use some alcohol into this mixture. It serves as a preservative. In case you're not eating it right away, please do so. Subscribe too. And after that, we are going to mix in our flavor, but I didn't do that on camera. I'm so sorry. Please make sure you mix in your flavor. It gives your cake an amazing taste. This is the final product of my cake and cupcake. Please ignore the cupcake. I was really tired, so I just did it anyhow. I was just extremely tired. So now we're going to pop this in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes and using a toothpick to assess if this is cooked. If it's done, it will come out clean. If it isn't, the toothpick will have some particles of the cake on it. So guys, you can just see how beautiful and soft and moist this cupcake is. Like, I really wish you guys could have a bite. It's just so amazing, and I'm so shocked to see that a vegan cupcake will come out this good. Like, everyone in my family liked and enjoyed this cupcake. So if you want to, please try this recipe and please comment down below. Let me know what you think about it, your sincere opinion. And now this is how the cake looks like. It was extremely hot, so I couldn't really bring it out and start touching it, you know, and I don't want to burn my hands. So make sure you like and comment, and please do this recipe for the holidays. It's really amazing and soft and moist and easy and quick. And yeah, let me know what you think about this recipe and about this video. Comment down below. Subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in for another video. Bye and have a Merry Christmas.